guys, welcome back to my channel and to a get it all done video. Today I have so much to try and get done, but I'm starting out the video with a grocery haul. Earlier on in the week we had a food delivery, so I thought I would show you everything that we've ordered, and then I also wanted to show you a few of the finished meals once I've made them. So I've been filming that throughout the week because I'm aware that sometimes I'll be like, this is the meal plan, this is all the food and ingredients, but then you don't actually get to see like how it looks. So hopefully you'll find that interesting. Then I'm also getting my hair done today, so I might take you with me for that. And I also need to do some cleaning, like taking down the Halloween decor and organizing a few things, and maybe even organizing my wardrobe, but I'll see how time is. And then I'm also going to show you how I'm making tonight's dinner. So hopefully you'll find it interesting. If you're new to my channel, I post quite a few videos like this, so if you're not subscribed, I would love you to hit the red button below. And with all that said, let's get into the grocery haul. So first off, I wanted to show you our meal plan for the week. Sorry about how dark it is in the kitchen. I hope you can see this. But on Saturday and Sunday night, I'm making a big halloumi curry. It's so delicious. So I'm gonna make a big one and have it for 2 nights. Then on Monday, we're having chicken and mushroom crumble. On Tuesday, we're having a veggie spaghetti and meatballs. Wednesday, we're having chicken pesto with mozzarella. And then Thursday, we're having quesadillas. And Friday, we're having chicken burgers. So our food delivery for this week has just arrived, so I thought I would show you all of the groceries that we got. Excuse the laundry over there, I will be doing that after this. But this week I was really struggling to think what to make. So when I am struggling for inspiration, I go through our HelloFresh folder. I've got a folder with all the menu cards that we've ever had, and I've got like a few favorites. I have worked with HelloFresh before, but this isn't part of the paid partnership. I used them before I worked with them, and I'll use them after I work with them. So I just really like them. So, and obviously I just wanted to show you like how I do it sometimes. So these are all the meals grouped together, but I also got some bits for breakfast. We needed some bread, got some more cinnamon rolls, got a few more yogurts. We actually still have some, but I wanted a few more for school. Also got about 6 apples, these are the Gala ones, some grapefruit and some eggs and a cucumber as well, just to have as like raw veggies. And then this is the first meal. So this is the halloumi curry that we're having on the weekend. So I'm gonna make enough for 8 people, and then we can have that for 2 nights. It's so delicious. It's definitely not like the most calorie friendly meal, but it's really, really good. So we got some naan bread that we can just put into the oven. We got the halloumi that we need to make a big batch. There's also sweet potato in it, onion, red lentils, the korma paste pots, I need them. And we got mango chutney as well to put on top, and some spring onion as well. So yeah, I'll link all these recipes down below if you want to try them. But Jackson in particular, he loves curry. We do as well, but he just really loves this type of food. So that is the weekend. And then this is the recipe for the chicken and mushroom crumble. This is really like my kind of food. I just love this like comfort food. So we've got chicken fillets, mushrooms, creme fraiche, some breadcrumbs, a chicken stock and some leeks. And you basically put all that together in like a big tray and then cook it, serve it on rice, and it's really delicious. And we're also having quesadillas one night. They are such a big favorite in this house. I've been making them forever. I love that you can make them really quickly on a night when the kids have clubs, and they're also quite healthy and delicious. So a simple version is just with refried beans and grated mozzarella in a wrap. But we've got this like slightly fancier version with a few more beans and some spices and stuff. So I'm gonna make that this week. Then one night we're also having veggie spaghetti and meatballs. I really like this meal. We're using the Linda McCartney vegetarian meatballs, and we've actually got one of these in the fridge or freezer already. So I just needed one more. Also need more spaghetti. We've got an onion, a pepper, some tomato paste, garlic paste, stock cube and passata, and then some parmesan to go on top. But it's really delicious. I don't think you'd like know it's veggie as well, so we're having that. And then one night we're also having chicken and pesto. So we've actually got some chicken in the freezer. So I'm going to get it out, and then you basically just flatten the chicken, stuff it with pesto and mozzarella. And I've got cocktail sticks to like hold it together. And then we serve it with like potatoes or chips or something, but it's really delicious. So I'll link that recipe down below. I also got some more laundry incense boosters. I got some Coca-Cola lollies because we're having friends over on Sunday for lunch, so not for dinner, but they're bringing kids, and I just thought that'd be nice for everyone to have. Got some more of these Belvita biscuits for snacks at school. I got some brioche buns because we have some frozen chicken burgers in the fridge and the kids really like them. So we're going to have them one night. And then I also got some crisps. So just the baked crinklies and the barbecue hula hoops. So it's not like a massive shop, but I feel like we have quite a few lunch things and breakfast things. So really all I needed to get was like the dinners. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so now that all of the food is put away, I'm going to take down our Halloween decorations. We had such a good Halloween this year. The boys loved trick-or-treating. It was Jackson's first like proper time ever trick-or-treating because obviously before lockdown, like he barely remembers ever doing it. So he had the most fun. But I'm going to take all of these down, box it all up so we can have it all out again next year. And then we can start getting our Christmas decorations out. I think as soon as it's November, it is completely acceptable to get your Christmas decor out, and I just cannot wait. So I'm definitely going to save all of the bats on the walls and the witch hats and everything that you're seeing and just clean everything up.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks. And I feel misplaced without you. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Never wanted to end it like we did. I guess shit happens for a reason, but it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Honestly, I'm open wide. I don't feel like waking up without you by my side. I still see your silhouette. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to your bedroom?
Okay, so now that is all done, I'm going to go and have some me time and get my hair done. I tend to see my hairdresser every 10 weeks or so, and I actually got Matt to come home and have Kiki for the time that I was out. I just didn't want her to be on her own. But anyway, now that I'm back home, I'm going to have a salad for lunch. I haven't been amazing with my eating lately. Ever since my surgery, when I had to stop working out, I got into a few bad habits. So I'm really trying to get back on it. So I'm going to have a salad for lunch this week. So I'm just having some tomato. I'm also going to cut up some pepper. I've got some Italian lettuce, and then I'm also going to have some tuna and an egg as well. And I actually hard boil my eggs in the air fryer. It's the simplest way to do it. You literally just stick the eggs into the air fryer and put it on for 9 to 10 minutes, and it's really delicious. And then I've also made like a homemade salad dressing, so I'll show you how I do that. Just made up a dressing. I have this really clever little dressing bottle, so there's all different types of dressings that you can make, and it tells you how much of each thing to put in it. So I've made a balsamic vinegar today. So what goes into that is obviously olive oil, balsamic vinegar. It says white wine vinegar, but I only had red wine vinegar, so I used that. Salt and pepper, and then some Dijon mustard as well. And you just shake it all up and you have yourself a lovely dressing. Yeah, so I'm gonna have that for lunch, and I actually just took out my Invisalign. I haven't told you guys, but literally yesterday I got some Invisalign fitted, and I'm doing the trays. It's probably gonna take about 9 months to get my teeth perfectly straight. I know they look straight in the videos, but over the past few years they've really shifted, and my front teeth especially are very, very tight. Like I can't even get floss between them, and I was getting some build up. So I spoke to my dentist, and she was like, you could like straighten them a bit and it won't actually take that long because they're not that bad. So, and I thought, like, what's 9 months? Like a whole year just whizzes past, so I might as well just go for it. So I've got to wear it for 22 hours a day. So I've just taken them out because obviously I'm going to eat and then I'll just put them straight back in. Kiki, Kiki, let me see. She follows me around everywhere. You're such a cutie. But yeah, I feel like this week I've got quite a few like personal appointments because obviously today I had my hair done and yesterday I went to the dentist. I'm also having my lashes and nails done this week, and I've started having hair laser removal. It's my 4th session that I'm going to this week, and I actually started having it because I shared on my channel that I like epilate my legs, and someone was like, you should just get like laser hair removal. And I always thought that you couldn't if you had blonde hair, but apparently the lasers nowadays are so good that if you, because my hair is like dark blonde on my body, but apparently you can even do that now. So I'll let you know if it even works. You have to have 8 sessions, like 1 session every 6 weeks. So we'll see if it's any good. But yeah, anyway, I'm now going to eat my lunch. You like the smell of it, don't you? And then hopefully do some tidying up. Kiki is a bit distracting, aren't you? Because I keep taking her into the garden, and obviously you want to play with her when you go in the garden, don't you? But yeah, should we eat? Come in then. So I've got my Invisalign in now, so you might be able to hear that I've got like a bit of a funny lisp when they're in, but I've just put it in. I like brush my teeth after lunch, put them back in. But I haven't been getting loads done because of this little lady over here. We're just playing outside. I feel really bad, but at the boys' school today, they're doing like, you know, you can come in and like look at their work. So I will have to like be out of the house for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So I'm gonna leave her on her own, and we haven't really left her much, so I feel really guilty. So I kind of want to like run her around the garden so that when I go, she does have like a little bit of a nap. I know we can leave her for short amounts of time, but it feels so weird because she's still like a 2-month-old baby. So we do put her in her crate because she's very safe in there, like she can't hurt herself. So I think I'm gonna do that, but I think I'll just like run her ragged in the garden so I don't like worry too much about her. She can just have a little rest. The rest. You ready, Kiki? Go get it. Sit. Sit. Kiki, sit. Sit. Kiki, sit. Can you sit? Good girl. Good girl. Are you ready, Kiki? Okay, so now I've been off to school, I've seen the kids work, and Kiki was totally fine. She had a little sleep, but now that I'm back, I'm going to get on with dinner. So the 2 little ones are having quesadillas, which is just the refried beans, mozzarella in a wrap, and then I fry it in a frying pan, and I've just got some raw veggies on the side. This is the quickest dinner. It takes literally 10 minutes to make. And then me, Matt, and Fraser are going to have a chicken pie, because the chicken pie I'm making, it's quite mustardy and there's mushrooms in it. The little ones don't love it, so I've just given them the quesadillas, and then we're gonna have like a bit of a gravy dinner. I know so many people say that you should make one dinner for your whole family and that is it, but sometimes it's not realistic because I do actually want everyone to eat and I do want everyone to sleep better. So we're doing it this way. Judge me if you want to, I don't mind. But anyway, I'm making the 30-minute Jamie Oliver chicken and mushroom pie. It's one of my favorites. I make it all the time. You may have even seen seen it on this channel before, but I like that it's really simple, it's pretty healthy, and it's very tasty. So all you need is some chicken breasts and some mustard, a ready roll puff pastry, some mushrooms, spring onions, and chicken or vegetable stock as well. So all you do is literally fry the cut up chicken in the frying pan for a few minutes. And then, I didn't mention, I'm also making some roast potatoes. So I literally just boiled them for a little bit, and now I've stuck them into the oven. So we're going to have it with roast potatoes and green beans as well. Then I'm going to chop up an entire bunch of spring onion and also some mushrooms as well. I get the pre-sliced mushrooms just to make life easier, but I've washed them, and then I am going to cut them up a tiny bit more for Fraser, and then add that to the frying pan and just let that soften with the chicken. So basically, once you put the chicken and everything into the pie tray, it's pretty much all cooked. So I guess that's why it makes it like a 30-minute meal. It's like that bit quicker. So while that is in the pan, I'm going to make up some stock. You can either do chicken stock or vegetable stock. I made way too much. You only need 300 ml. So I ended up like putting some down the drain. Anyway, then I'm also going to add in a tablespoon of plain flour. This really helps to thicken up the sauce in the pie. Mix that around, and then I'm going to add in the mustard. I feel like this is like the secret ingredient, and I tend to double the amount that the recipe says because I really like the flavor, like to be a bit more spicy, a bit more mustardy. And then you also add in a tablespoon of creme fraiche. Give all of that a mix, and then you add in your stock, and then a little bit of thyme, and also a tiny bit of nutmeg as well. You can add fresh thyme if you want to, or if you have it. I just used the dry stuff because I've always kind of got that to hand. And then you let that simmer for about 10 minutes, and that is your pie filling completely done. Then all that's left to do is add it to like a pie tray, and then you can add your ready roll puff pastry on top. For my puff pastry, I tend to score it just to give it a bit of texture. So I just literally do like a check pattern, but you definitely don't have to. And then you just stick that on top of all of the filling. I made a bit of a mess, but I honestly don't think you can get this wrong. Like, just chuck it on top, and then I tend to pull in all of the sides just so it has like a nice like crispy crust to it. And then if there's any like offcuts, I tend to make a little something on top. So I'm doing like a heart today, but sometimes I'll write the word pie or initials, or you can literally do anything. Then I'm also doing a bit of an egg wash. This just makes the pastry look nice and shiny and like a bit more appealing, but you also don't actually have to do this, because if you ever make a pie with puff pastry, it is actually vegan. But obviously if you add an egg wash, or if it's a chicken pie type thing, obviously it's not. But we do make this recipe with corn pieces, and it turns out really, really well. So that's an option if you are vegan. So, but anyway, then you put it into the oven for 20 minutes and it comes out like this. So I'm just going to serve it with the roast potatoes and green beans, as I said. And also we do put gravy on top. Matt loves gravy as well. But that is pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some foodie inspiration and you found it interesting and you enjoyed seeing Kiki. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.